First I have to stand up now for a moment, for a while, to walk around to get everything settled now, you know, before I can move around a little bit now.
When someone dies, we miss all the things which make them human. Their personality, their unique identity, their emotion and warmth. What is that sense of being, that consciousness which goes? And is there a place in our brain where it can be found? In this experiment, we will be able to see the brain at work. 128 sensors pick up tiny electrical signals emitted as my brain cells fire. This is the pattern produced when I am relaxed. All this activity is simply the result of doing nothing. As soon as I open my eyes, the brain leaps into action. Even the simple task of watching television involves my brain in millions of actions. A single second, stretched into 1,000 steps, shows swirls of activity sweeping all over my head. First, the information travels to the back of my brain. From there, the activity moves through the short-term memory areas and then to the front of the brain, the part actually involved in thinking. The question is, can we find a single part of the brain that gives me my sense of myself, that makes me Robert Winston? Well, it seems that the brain is just a bit more complicated than that. In fact, it appears to work something like an orchestra. There are areas that do different things. The string section, the conductor, the brass players. But the output, the music if you like, isn't just about the areas that work, but about the order that they work in. Just as an orchestra can produce an infinite variety of music depending on which instruments play and when, so too the brain can produce limitless results depending on the sequence in which the clusters of brain cells connect. But the brain has more than 100 musicians making music. If you counted the connections between cells just on the surface, it would take you 32 million years. This sheer complexity leads scientists to believe it is our brain taken as a whole that creates our conscious self, the self we lose when we die.
Hi, Harvey.
Hello.
Look who's here.
Hello, Dr. Murphy.
Harvey, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you always.
Ah, yeah.
I come out here to get cheered up.
Good. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Takes me away from ordinary patients. Any complaints?
The tumour in Herbie's body presses against vital organs such as the liver and kidneys.
That's good, Harvey. Lovely. No change.
They keep our cells healthy by regulating the delicate chemical balances in the body.
No, just show me your pulse, Harvey. I think it's very important.
Yeah.
If these organs fail, the balance is lost and the body can no longer sustain life.
You have somebody coming to see you. Have you a visitor? Is your brother coming?
My brother's coming here tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Maybe
was
the
it?
last time I see him.
Oh, I don't think so. No,
Ah.
I hope not. But
It goes, I feel it myself, it goes to the end now. Yeah,
you know, you think that?
I feel it, yeah.
And how do you? That doesn't worry you on duty?
No, it doesn't worry me. No.
Yeah.
I know it.
I think you're extraordinary. You know you're extraordinary.
Sunday's his birthday.
Sunday is your
Sunday's
birthday?
my birthday on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what
Yeah.
age are you then? How old are you?
63.
63.
Yeah.
Not a bad age.
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted, because I can see now the springtime. The season is changed now, the weather getting a little better, the sun coming out. I'm anywhere, I'm a man. I like the nature, you know, and the flowers, and the trees when they start to blooming now. But I never know what is tomorrow. Then the tumor in my belly is a time bomb, you know, a real time bomb. And I never know what is tomorrow. And I enjoy it now, every day.
We can never know what it's like to die. But some people have come very close to death only to revive at the final moment to tell the tale. Their near-death experiences might offer some insight into what happens in the dying brain.
I was in a motorcycle accident in which I suffered a fractured skull and numerous broken bones in my head. I said, God, if you're out there, because I was kind of an agnostic, you can have me now because I'm finished. I can't go on. And it was at that point that I felt myself separating from my body and entering into the near-death experience.
I became aware that I was in a tunnel. There's no other way of describing it. You couldn't see it, you could sense it. And then down in the distance, I could see this little speck of light, which gradually got bigger and bigger, as it would if you were in a tunnel. There's light at the end of it.
We traveled at some great speed and distance through the tunnel, and everything that ever was, is, and will be were contained in this radiance.
Nearly all who have come close to death give the same accounts of out-of-body sensations and tunnels of light. Similar experiences are also reported by fighter pilots when, subjected to massive acceleration, they lose consciousness.
Videotapes are on. Platform and gondola have been secured. Roger. Flight deck is manned and ready.
This is the world's largest centrifuge. It is used to investigate the effects of high G forces on pilots. Subjects can be spun so fast that the blood drains from their brain and they black out.
Okay, the run will begin on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
We feel like our investigation of loss of consciousness is about as close as you can get to investigating that next state, which is death.
As the subject enters G-lock, gravity-induced loss of consciousness, their experiences are recorded.
I can't get to the damn thing. Okay, sir, light loss? Shit, I don't know where I am.
The sensations that we have associated with blackout nearly always include a tunneling of the vision down to a central point where you just have light ahead of you.
So why do extreme G-forces and near-death experiences produce the effect of seeing tunnels of light? While the brain is starved of oxygen, neurons which deal with vision fire at random. This creates the sensation of bright light. As there are more neurons devoted to the center of our visual field and less at the edges, the light appears to be brightest in the center, creating a tunnel effect.
Had I had the choice, I would never have wanted to leave. This was just so perfect, so wonderful.
Can't describe it. It was just total love, happiness, bliss, knowledge.
3, 2, 1, pressure. Just ride relax, get 100% on it.
I've had about 35 loss of conscious episodes.
There it is.
Nearly all of those have been such that they're very, very pleasant and almost give you a sense of euphoria.
The sensations of euphoria may be because the brain releases opiate-like substances to relieve the acute distress and pain. These produce hallucinations in the parts of the brain that deal with memories and emotions.
This research has certainly allowed me to have a much greater understanding and reduction in the amount of fear associated with losing consciousness and then dying.
I believe when I'm dead, I'm dead. And that's it. There is not another life. There is nothing. When you are dying, you're gone forever. You can say dust to see dust. That's what's left. Nothing. A handful ash is left.
Monday. It was just a normal day. We had breakfast together and just like every day. When we went to sleep, it was everything normal. On a Tuesday morning, Herbie called me around 5 o'clock, and then he said to me, he was very heavy breathing and he was feeling very uncomfortable. And then he said to me, Hannelore, I think I die today.